That's right, ladies and gents, today's video is sponsored by me, Mr. H. I am making my own H.P. Lovecraft horror film. Check out the GoFundMe link down below if you want to support independent and original film, and of course, H.P. Lovecraft and horror films. Breaking Lights is an exploration of depression, suicide, and mental health, and using that and H.P. Lovecraft as an allegory to explore that narrative. So check it out, the link down below. With that being said, on with today's video. Hello, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So, we have news, an update, this is on The Hollywood Reporter, that we are actually getting an Avatar sequel sooner than the Avatar sequels. Shocking. Now, Dark Horse, those that frequent this channel will know who Dark Horse are. Dark Horse make comic books. They have made some absolutely fantastic ones. In fact, they're, I guess, solely responsible for keeping the Alien and Predator franchise alive, and I guess also for spawning the AVP franchises. And then since Disney overtook Fox, they've taken the rights off of Dark Horse to produce the Alien and Predator comics in-house with Marvel. However, Dark Horse have been given the keys to Avatar. Yes, this is the Avatar sequel that we're getting next year, before the Avatar sequel. Crazy. This is an official, it is official, it will be canon, it's a tie-in. And I found this news to be absolutely fascinating. But I also do think that this is fascinating for a few reasons, because it also shows exactly who owns Avatar. Like, very firmly who owns Avatar, which I think is James Cameron. Which we'll get on into in a second. But look, if you're new here, please do hit subscribe, guys, and please do give the video a big thumbs up. Also, side note, if you like cars, I have a car channel. I'll leave a link down below. But let's dive into it, shall we? So, this is, again, The Hollywood Reporter. Dark Horse's 4-issue, The Next Shadow, will be the first official continuation of James Cameron's 2009 movie. It's just incredible to think it's 11 years ago. 11 years he's been waiting, and it's still, well, it's still not coming anytime soon either. 11 years. Good God. 11 years to make a sequel, plus 11 plus years, crazy. But anyway, fans waiting for the next installment of James Cameron's Avatar will be able to return to Pandora earlier than expected, with Dark Horse Comics announcing Avatar: The Next Shadow. This is a 4-issue comic book series set after the 2009 movie and continuing Jake Sully's story. I always like when movies do this. Now, I don't necessarily like the fact that it's Avatar, but I do like the fact that movies are expanding the medium by which they tell their universe's story. I think it's great. Like, I really think it's good. I loved it with Alien and Predator. I really like it with Godzilla. I love it with anything, really, because it shows that behind the movies, there's clearly a plan, or at the very least, there's a creative plan at play, and I like the sound of that. I think it's cool. It shows care and attention, especially with like things like Godzilla, because they've been bolstering out their universe massively. Now, The Next Shadow takes place in the immediate aftermath of the original movie, so it does look like they are pegging this as something which needs to be like read and before you watch the actual sequel. I could be wrong, but it's kind of what it sounds like anyway. Again, similar to the Godzilla stuff, they're tie-ins. You don't have to watch them, but you can, and it'll give you a little bit more context, but the movies still stand on their own feet regardless. That's the vibe I'm getting. Now, as Sully struggles to keep the Omaticaya clan together in the wake of his arrival, and deal with a plot to take him out of the Na'vi entirely, it is written by Jeremy Barlow, who did AVP, Thicker Than Blood, Star Wars, Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir. With art by Josh Hood, We Can Never Go Home, with covers by Gui Balbi, Alien, the original screenplay. The original screenplay is really good. I was actually going to do a read-through of that, because they're releasing it issue by issue. If you'd like to see a read-through of the original screenplay, let me know, because I might be keen to do that, if you guys want. So, yeah, there you go. Now, The Next Shadow will be Dark Horse's third Avatar project, following a 2017 release Avatar Brothers and 2019's miniseries Avatar Sutte's Path. However, and notably, the next shadow will be the publisher's first Avatar project set after the events of the first movie, and as such, the first official Avatar narrative to carry the story beyond the events of Cameron's original film. Now, as of yet, officially untitled Avatar 2, the first in a series of cinematic sequels, is currently in post-production with a release date of December 2022. Avatar The Next Shadow will debut in comic book stores and digitally January 6th, 2021. So, I still think this is really good news. Now, I touched on it at the start, and I do want to talk about this. Because Disney now own 20th Century Fox, right? We do know that there's been a lot of money poured into these movies. But I think from this, it looks like James Cameron retains full creative control, i.e. like he owns his property. Because normally, there'll be like a story pitched and then the studio owns the story, they own the property, it's theirs. But what Disney was so quick to do was pull the comic rights of Alien and Predator away from Dark Horse and give it to Marvel. It makes sense. It really does make sense because they are their own license, right? They make everything at that point. Whereas if it's through Dark Horse, they only get like a percentage or just a license fee. There's not an awful... They don't make a lot of money from it. So it did make sense that, as much as I hate the fact that they did it, it made sense that Disney did that with Marvel and Dark Horse with the Alien and Predator stuff. But the fact that they haven't done it here, and this is the first official continuation, and it will undoubtedly tie into the movie in some respects, does indicate to me that James Cameron has signed like he's had a very different bargain with 20th Century Fox over, you know, the Avatar world and the Avatar property. Now, I don't know what that rights deal is, but this seems to indicate that, which is good and bad, because of course he will probably take full financial strain as well, or at the very least the majority of the financial strain outside of the studio and any producers that he's managed to acquire. Because I know that these films they've raised billions to make them. Like, I think it is $1 billion, or so. It's just a monumental figure. Because they were like, right, let's get all the funding for all the movies all in one go, and let's just go for it. Talk about hedging your bets. Like, Christ. So I think this is good news, just because it shows like a differentiation of rights and things like that. Now, I don't personally... Do I particularly care about the Avatar sequels? No, not really. You know, 2009 it came out in. 2009. And it's not coming out until 2022. It's a long time. It's a long time. Now, I know that people are really interested and they really do care, hence why I've made this video. But there you go. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. Is there something that you're going to buy? You know, are you one of these people that you bought into this franchise? Can it even be considered a franchise yet? It's just one movie. But we handle it and we talk about it as if it is a franchise, which is, I do find that to be quite surprising. But let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. You can stay up to date on the world of pop culture, movie news and things like this by hitting the bell notification icon. Thank you all so much there, guys. I've been Mr. H. Take care.